not watching Best Review TV.
What's going on? What's going on? Who do we have on Best Point of View TV today?
Hey y'all, it's Sally Sosa, aka the Melodic Queen.
What's going on? Okay, you stand
Uh,
yourself the Melodic Queen. I ain't never heard you say that till just now. When did you start saying that?
that's really been my thing like all year.
So you going as the
So,
Melodic Queen.
hmm
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's the best type of music there is out there because you could like dudes could listen to that. You feel me? When we hear like girls sing melodic or even dudes sing melodic, that's just like the a different type of like a great sound to hear for all ears. To me, honestly.
yeah, it's like a mix between like hip hop and R&B. It's like right in the middle.
Right. Right. And I feel like
Um,
everybody wants to hear that. You feel me? Sometimes you don't want to hear too much tough shit, but then you want to hear some soft shit too. The melodic
yeah,
shit
yeah.
in the
Melodic
middle.
is like literally just right in the middle.
Okay,
It's
okay.
a fine tuned melody with some hard 808.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So this is your first time on my channel. I want to get like a quick introduction on you. You're originally from Houston, Texas, right?
Correct.
Talk about life growing up out there. You feel me? Because when I think of Houston, I think of like the cars and everybody and like the chopped and screw sound and all that. Like that's my idea of Houston. Was that like that? Was that how you visualized it growing up there?
That is Houston. That's a part of it. That's a part of it. But it's really mainly mostly just swingers, horses,
What swingers? Like what's that?
trail rides.
What
You say
swingers?
what's a swinger?
Yeah.
It's like the spikes that pop out on the
Okay, okay,
cars,
okay, okay, okay. That's what they call it. Okay, I never knew what that was called.
like slabs, swings. Yeah.
And like growing up, does the people does you know how like you will see something growing up in your neighborhood? Does everybody vision had those type of cars in Houston, or that just like something that's portrayed in the media?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like somebody in your family gotta own an old school Chevy or an old school Pontiac or what I'm saying, some type of old school car. Like in Houston, you gonna see a lot of new cars, but you still gonna see plenty of people driving old school cars. Like that's a big thing out here.
Nah, I see, because I'll be watching like Paul Wall and stuff like that. And I used to watch the music videos when I was a kid, and that's all I used to see, like that. Like it's just like that's
Yeah,
all that was going on in Houston. I've been there out there one time, and it was like, but it was for some like it was from like some big ass event, like a college event, and it was just like everybody was writing down. Like it's what you see on TV for the most part. Like it was no false advertisements as far as that go.
yeah. When you come out here, whenever you do decide to come to Houston, you just gotta go to a car show or like a car meet, and you
Yeah,
gonna see like a mixture of Lamborghinis and cars from the 1980s, the
no,
1970s. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact. Um, were you born like the suburbs of Houston, like the city of Houston? Like what was like growing up for you?
for me, I was born on the Southwest, but I grew up on the North Side. So when I was born, my mama had me off of like Bel Air area. So like that's like by the Galleria area and shit
Mm,
like that. Missouri City, Galleria area, Bel Air. But I grew up on the north side, so I did all my dirty work on the north side, being like Acres Home, Homestead, and then growing up, when it came to going to school, I was in all Cypress schools. My mama didn't have us going to no schools outside of like the Cypress district only because her mindset was like, I want them to have a better education than I
yeah,
did. I want them to have a better opportunity than I did. And I still found my way back
back to
outside every day.
right.
So even though we was going to school in Cypress, it was like shit. I'm still on the south side after school, still on the north side after school. But yeah, so
Would,
pretty
would you go?
much
Would you go into the cipher? Was that like a Caucasian kids was going there, or that was just like the rich, up more class black kids?
Cypress is not. It's not rich. It's just
Better
the
education.
suburbs.
Okay, okay,
It's just financially stable. It's
okay.
just people that have responsibilities and maintain them and what I'm saying are just doing a little bit better
Getting
than
or
what I'm
like
saying
being a
the
hood.
lower class. Yeah, we're
Right.
talking like medium middle class.
Okay, okay, okay.
So my mom worked like 4 or 5 different jobs. I'm not gonna lie. My mom stayed with a job. So when we went to high school, my siblings are older than me, so we're like stair stack, like 13, 14, 15, like that.
Okay, so y'all grew up
So
close together.
right. So I never had like the harsh parenting for real, the way my siblings did, like the strict parenting. My mama was not strict with me. That's why I was always in trouble.
So do you feel like it should have been a little bit stricter, like stricter with you? You wouldn't have gotten in much trouble. What's your thoughts on like parenting? Should parents be more strict with their kids? Because nowadays you see kids just doing whatever they want to do. You feel me? Like, what's your thoughts on that? Or you
I
feel like
think you should be transparent with your children. I don't think being more strict or lenient is really going to make or break a child, only because human beings, for one, are curious. So a person is going to feel the curiosity to want to do something, and that's where the transparency should come in as a parent. Like, hey, don't do this, or this will happen, or hey, don't drink that, or you will feel like this, or hey, don't go there, or this will happen. So I think it's really just, you know what I'm saying, parents just continuing to be more transparent with their children. Parents often wait till their kids get to a certain age to uh talk about certain conversations, or um really just be all the way involved. I feel like when it comes to the psychological part of your child, you know, the way your child thinks, the way they react, you know, it's all based off of how they grow up. You're a product of your environment, or you rise above your environment. So with that being said, I feel like it's just being more transparent with your kids. My mom was like laissez-faire but strict, but at the end of the day, like, I still did what I wanted to do. So
right,
had I had like more transparency, I feel like maybe I wouldn't have did some of the things that I did. But
right,
my mom is one of those people where like she'll tell you the real, but she's not gonna tell you like right then and there. She gonna wait a little bit, you know what I'm saying, till you get a little older. Like, I feel
yeah,
like if I was let's say like 6 years old, and now I'm 16, you know, but
yeah,
we haven't had talks about boys,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the little talks that we do have, it's you know what I'm saying,
Small
little,
talk,
little.
yeah,
So now I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, we don't talk about, you know, this topic a lot. So I don't know if I should ask my parent this,
you
or,
might
you
not be
know, if I
comfortable as
should
a
just.
parent. Yeah,
So now you become curious.
right,
So you see, that's just what I feel like as parenting. It's just all about, yeah, you can be strict or you can be lenient, but just be transparent. Like,
right,
let your child know the real world. Is real life good in this world? Is real life evil in this world? Is real
right,
life love in this world? Is real life hate? You know what I'm saying? Is real life
mhm,
hustlers, and it's real life bums. Is is
right.
is is dog eat dog. Like, you
Yeah.
know, you
Now, that's a
gotta
fact. That's a
you
fact.
gotta really, like, you know, just be transparent with your kids, because if you just let them think that this world is sweet, it's not. It's
They're
cruel.
gonna hurt.
It's
It's
some
gonna hurt
lies.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have to make sure that you are militant minded, that you keep God first, you handle your business, take care of your responsibilities, and everything else will work itself out. But you have to be strong minded. If you're not strong minded, then, you know,
we're gonna eat you up alive. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie.
if
I'm
you
glad
let
that.
it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said, because as an artist, and I just seen this recently, like what who was it recently? Like Ari and Moneybag Yo, you feel me? I think Ari took a picture with a football player, and then when you read the comments and stuff like that, it's just like it's getting to her. Even the when she was outside with G Herbo and other things, like they be letting little stuff just get under their skin. I'm like, dang, you got like I never been in positions, so I really can't speak. But on the outside looking in, I'm like, bro, y'all gotta be strong minded to respond to certain shit, because this is what people are looking for. People are not as rich as you. People are
They're looking for a
miserable in life.
response.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are miserable in life. If I get a response for Ari, I'm screenshotting it, I'm posting on the internet, because that's Ari future, like regardless if it's good or bad. So you gotta be a little bit strong minded. How is that as a celebrity? You being a celebrity, like the people probably commenting on your skin and your color, or the way you look, or like the song not being good. Like how did you adapt to that?
I don't take nothing personal.
Mhm.
My first like hate comments that I got, I was like 17. I'm 23 now.
Right,
So do you not know the amount of emotional and psychological and physical growth that I've went through in the past
right,
couple years? Like,
right.
it's insane how the brain just continues to like grow and learn and like soak up and obtain information that is very valuable and important and tangible like a sponge. So like my brain is like focus on the good, block out the bad. So
Right.
yeah, I may see a negative comment, I may laugh at it, or I may be like,
Let me
okay,
respond.
fuel to the fire. Let me
Right,
let me prove you wrong. But it's not even about proving anybody wrong. It's really more so about just continuing to prove yourself right, and in the process, you're gonna prove people wrong.
right.
So I think I used to let comments get to me when I was 16, but I'm 23 now, so that
See that
don't
that
bother
don't be
me.
it don't body.
You know what I really be thinking? I
What?
really be thinking like the same way how you just said, like people just want to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
So if they could say that, oh, her hair look like it's not done right, her lace lifting or whatever the case may be, they're looking for you to be like, oh,
Say something about that because you want to defend
do, do,
yourself.
do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
so
you got a back and forth. Next you know you're on the same
yeah,
table or
so
songs like that.
they're just looking for it's like misery love company. They just
Nah,
looking
that's
for
a fact.
somebody to join them in their misery.
And
And then I had somebody one time, they had commented on my video and was like trash, and then sent me a DM and was like, oh, I didn't mean to put that, I didn't mean to put. So it's just,
they
I
just want a
think,
response, yeah.
yeah, because one day I had time. I was like, oh, okay, that's what we doing.
Right.
I'm finna read your motherfucking ass for filth. Cause don't think that you checking my temperature by commenting something on my page. Cause I'm gonna give your ass a whole diagnosis.
And
So I wrote the dude back and I'm like, why the fuck are you on my page anyway? You couldn't find nothing better to do with your time to the point where you decided to come to my page and spread negativity and hate. Now look at you looking stupid as fuck. And I'm still that bitch. And I'm still richer than you. And I'm
right.
still making hit songs. It was just so crazy. He was just like, bro, I didn't even mean it like that. I wasn't each other. So people really just be wanting a
They just want to see
reaction.
what they
And
can.
then sometimes, yeah, and then sometimes it'll make you feel bad. I'm an empath. I'm an emotional gangster, but I'm not like, ooh, not like that. I'm more like,
You
I gotta
feel
have my
bad
way.
for people. Okay, okay.
No, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling bad for people, but I'm saying emotional as far as like I gotta have my way. Like if my nigga don't give me my way, I'ma cry. Or like if my mama don't answer the phone and I need her to help me with something, I'ma get mad.
Right,
Like that type of emotional. Not emotional as far as like letting what anybody else in the world do or say get to me. But if
right.
I can't have my way,
You gonna throw a fit.
then I'm gonna be emotional. But outside of that, nah, it's none of that. But I
But
think
it wasn't always like that for you too. Cause I remember in you got a song called "Facing My Fears." You said you tried to take your life as a little girl, and you had to stay strong. Like talk about that. You feel me? And how'd you get to the point where you don't let the stuff bother you nowadays?
yeah, so like I'm trying to think like I used to like be like,
Because a lot of people out there going dealing with depression, you feel me? And they been going through this for years. Now the way you talk is like, bro, I look like you overcame it and you handled it way better from what you was handling as a little girl. It's probably somebody that's still been suffering from that jump from 20, 30 years ago. You feel me?
yeah,
How were you able to like, you know what? I'm Sally Sosa. Like, I don't care what they talk. What you say don't mean nothing to me.
yeah, it was really my real life. It was really me battling, dealing with the harsh reality of love, um, self love, uh, emotional support, like just from like you giving yourself everything that you're trying to pour into somebody else.
Mhm.
Uh, every, shall I say, like song or story, I call my music story. So like every story that I've ever told is like real. It's nothing fabricated about anything that I say. It's real, or it's a feeling that has been placed upon my heart, and I go in the booth and I speak it. So with facing my fears, when I was younger, I never like cut myself or nothing like that.
Mm.
But
You had thoughts.
I not even. I honestly, that's not my type of suicide. That's not my type of way to harm. That's not. You know how different people got ways to harm
Yeah.
themselves. That's not my way. Like, I love my skin. I wouldn't want to do that to my skin. Not saying other people don't, but
Yeah.
just like that wouldn't be my. If I wanted to take myself out, that wouldn't be the way that I'm gonna do it. And I don't want to take myself
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But uh, for me, it was pills. I was like, you know, on perks and
Mm.
stuff like that, and I just one day just was like, this shit ain't it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the way I feel, and I was just going through like really bad withdrawals, and I was just at a point in my life where like I'm popping perks, I'm sipping lean, I'm smoking weed, I'm drinking liquor, like I'm killing my body, you know?
Mm.
And I just had enough. Like some days, like you'll wake up and you'll get tired of your own shit. And I feel like a lot of people in this world that do go, everybody goes through something. I'll say that. But it's all about how you go through it and how you grow through it.
Right.
So if you are facing or dealing with depression or, suicidal thoughts, anything like that, you have to focus on the things that make you happy.
Mm.
Because if you don't have no joy or no happiness, you have nothing. In the Bible, it says you should never let nobody steal your joy. So for me, I felt like I was letting someone steal my joy because of love.
Mm.
And I was so sad and depressed because I had got my heart broke. It was like my first love. And I was what, 16,
Mm.
and my mom put me on punishment for like damn near a whole year. She put me on punishment for
Yeah.
like
That's
10
not an issue.
months.
Yeah.
Like 10 months.
That's
So I'm in that bitch like I want to kill myself. Like I'd rather
no.
be
That's a
dead.
fact. I can see that. Yeah.
And then not even that, but the guy that I was dating when I was 16, this was like my first love, right?
Right.
All he had to do was talk to my mom. I didn't even want him to tell her um that he still, you know what I'm saying, had anything going on with me, anything like that. Like he didn't have to do that. I just wanted him to just be
Like you
like,
didn't have your back.
hey, yeah, like, I told I told him in reality, like, me and you don't even have to date after this. We don't have to date at all. Like, just tell her that we go together and that you know what I'm saying, you want to be with me so she don't feel like I just gave my virginity away to somebody that don't care about me.
Right.
And then get this, he didn't speak to her. So
I,
he could
I,
have
I mean, from a dude perspective, I'd be kind of scared to talk to someone else's family, like going to see
no,
my
he
mom.
was supposed to lower my sentence. That's all I needed him to do. We did not have to get back together. I just needed him to lower my punishment sentence and turn it from 10 months to 5. But you know what? He
Yeah.
ain't talked to my mama. So I was on punishment for like 10 months, and I was just in my room every day. I was depressed. I was losing weight and just sad. Just writing music. And then when I got off of punishment, mind you, I was 16. So I was like, what, freshman, sophomore?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't up until when I graduated high school that I started to like really get on like perks bad and shit like that. And that was because I was still like
Dwelling
battling
on
and,
that. Yeah.
dealing
Yeah.
with depression, like just finding myself just like being, I guess, sad at times because of people that I've lost, because of past trauma that I've now gotten over it, but in order to sometimes like block out
You gotta do.
me
You gonna take certain stuff to
grieving or
that.
yeah, it's like, and so everybody has their own issues, their own problems, but it's all about how you solve them. So I stopped taking perks because I saw the effect that I was putting on other people. And like people would be like, oh, your energy is so much better when you're, you know what I'm saying, not
You feel better
high.
too.
You said what?
I say you feel better too when you're not on it too.
Yeah, definitely. But it was just like a lot of people just started telling me that like your energy was so low. It was so bad, like you're so quiet. And
Mm.
then I come back around and I'm sober and they're like, oh, we love this Sally. We need more of this Sally. And I'm just like, okay. But honestly though, I really think that the best advice I could give to people that are suicidal is to find your happy place. And if you don't have a happy place, then remember that God is your happy place. And my best advice would be is to pray and to ask God to give you the spiritual anointing and the healing and the emotional and psychological and physical development and growth and strength to love yourself and to move on and not blame yourself and not harm yourself, because that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to harm yourself and blame yourself and be unhappy with your life. And you're supposed to be joyful. Like I said, like you can steal everything from me, but you can't steal my joy.
Yeah. And that's all that matters. Once you get happy, you find your happiness and stuff like that. It's like you're gonna get thrown off a couple times. You're gonna go back to like I want to go back to my old ways, but you gotta just stay strong. It's just a test from God. Make sure that you believe in His faith for real, for
And
real.
and it's really like that for real, because the devil would be like, I want to mess with that one.
Yeah,
And Jesus would be like, go ahead. Tuh. Go ahead.
and that's testing
I
your
know my
faith.
child. I
Yeah,
know my child. My child gonna pass. Go
right,
ahead. I dare you. Go ahead. Try that
right.
one.
And He
I,
gonna
I
let you. He gonna let
specifically
you.
I
He gonna let you.
specifically want you to try that one, because I guarantee you my child won't fold.
Yeah.
And it's really like that.
And
You
the
know what I'm
devil gonna
saying?
win
You
for a
know what
little
I'm
bit.
saying?
You gonna feel the devil's winning. It's gonna be
And
you gonna
then
feel
and
you get
then
punched. God is gonna
and
come
then
rescue you. You're gonna be like, dang, like I knew I should be like. If you keep your faith, God gonna show you like I'm stronger than her. I just want to test your faith.
yeah, my brother said something like that to me before too. He was like, the devil might be trying to kick you, punch you, stomp you, and you just taking the beating. You just taking the beating. And then the Lord like, all right, that's enough. That's enough. I told you
Right,
they could take it. That's
right,
enough. I told you they could take it. Give me
right.
my child back.
It's
I showed you they
a
could
little
take
bet.
it.
It's like
And
a
I
little bet
showed
or something
you.
like that.
Yeah, like that's enough. Give me my child back. I showed you that they could take it. They could take anything thrown their way. And guess what? They still gonna call on me.
Right,
So
right,
it's just, God has a sense of humor too. It's like, it's like it's a little funny, but ain't nothing funny, you know?
right,
But yeah, Jesus definitely got a sense of humor, because in the Bible, it just talks a lot about how we are supposed to be of the spiritual world and not just the earthly world, you
right.
know? So yeah, but my best advice, sidebar, would just be to find your happiness, find what makes you happy, and think about that every time you think about inflicting self harm or self sabotage, because I love you and we love you and God loves you. And if you're watching this right now, I love you. I don't know you, but I pray that you are blessed and that you have a fulfilled and prosperous and glorious year and many more years to come.
I was
And I
just
pray
telling
that everything that you want in life, you work hard for and you achieve it. And I pray that you have discernment to keep all the good energy around you and remove all of the bad energy. And I pray that you find peace and that you live in comfort of peace and that you know what real love is and not just lust, not just people wanting your time and wanting your attention temporarily.
right,
Somebody that really loves you will choose you every time. Somebody that really loves you will go out of their way for you. And you don't have to rush it. You don't have to rush trying to find love. Love on yourself until that person comes.
Mhm.
And know that I
Be,
love you.
being that you're in the music industry, that message doesn't always get pushed to most. You feel me? Like it's usually like be I wouldn't even say be a whole like just go out and have your fun. That's the message they're getting pushed. How are you able to be like even though like you say, yeah, the devil be throwing that at you and God just be testing you. How you like with what's going on in the industry, basically, right? How you able to stay strong, basically, like keep your faith? Because when we look at it on the internet, it's like everybody's fucking everybody. This person dating this person today, next week they dating this person. Certain people getting treated certain ways. Some people are getting pushed because they did this. How you able to stay strong and not fall into temptation?
Life is all about learning. Experience is the best teacher. And when you know what you want in life,
Mm.
you know what to stay away from. When
Right.
you know who you are and who you're becoming and what you want to be and what you will be, you know what not to be around. And
Right.
sometimes you end up finding yourself in situations or in places, and it's all to teach you something. It's all to learn a lesson. So, as far as things that go on in the industry, it's I look at it two ways. I look at it as people abusing their power,
Mm-hmm.
and I look at it as people using their power for the right things.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's
We're gonna come back to it a little bit
black
later.
and white.
I want to come jump back to you like your middle school, high school career because I looked it up somewhere. They said you used to play basketball, right, in high school,
Yeah.
and you had like, did you have college offers if I'm not mistaken?
I was I had two unofficial visits. I played AAU.
And you,
So what was it? University of Austin and U of H. I went to both of the schools and
hmm?
I had like really big dreams and aspirations of playing basketball.
Right.
And we went to I think it was Kansas and the girls were just towering over me, honey. I was like I thought I was tall.
Well,
When I
there's
went out there, I was like, y'all bitches is big.
how
Like,
tall are you?
I'm like 5'11".
You are tall. That's
Them girls was 6'3", 6'4". I'm talking about, let me get a layup. Let me get a layup. That was something. God damn. But that right there, that humbled me. And
that's
then I think after AAU season, we went back into regular season in school. And I would practice with varsity. I mean, so varsity would practice with JV, like to, you know what I'm saying, make them better. And I came down wrong going in for a layup because one of the JV girls like ran in front of me. I'll never forget that. That is so crazy how like I will never forget that. CC, if you ever watch this, CC, if you ever see this, even if you don't, I know you know. Cece was so cute. She just came running out of nowhere and just ran in front of me. And I jerked my whole body back like in midair. And I came down and landed on my ankle. And my ankle just rolled. And I just laid there for a minute. I was like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Let
was
me
you
just.
crying?
Yeah, I was crying. Yeah, I had a really bad ankle sprain.
Dang.
And I had like signs of a hairline fracture, but I didn't fracture anything. It was
Right.
just a a really bad ankle sprain. Like
I
my
know.
ankle was like it was like this big for real. So it was like my foot, like my leg,
Yeah.
and then my foot, and my ankle was just big as hell.
Yeah.
And my mama took a picture of it and I won't forget that either. My mama sent me something like that a couple months ago. I think it was like my mom. We have a family group chat, so she'll send old pictures and stuff. And it was a photo of my foot when I was in the hospital, and she was like, shaking my head, leave it to this one to always be doing something. Talking about and I had a date to go on tonight, but thanks to Munch, plans canceled. I was like, girl, little do you know.
Maybe that was the wrong guy.
Yep. The Lord's rejection. The world's rejection is God's protection.
You're right.
So Maybe I was saving you from something, mama.
That's how I always be trying to look at something like when something go your way, I'll be like, damn, maybe something bad could happen. Like there's been situations where I was like, I was about to go out, and then you hear like a storyline later on down that night that was like something bad happened. Like, damn, I could have been a part of that or whatever because I decided to stay home. You be like, oh, thank you, God. Like I didn't even know that could have been possibly coming. So you never know. Even though you might be mad in that moment, you gotta look at the bright side. Something could have went down that you wouldn't be able to handle. You
Hmm. Telling you, the world's rejection is God's protection. If somebody tell you no, God is like, don't worry about it. I'm saving you. I'm protecting you from that, and I'm gonna tell you yes.
right.
So
Well,
yeah,
being that you play basketball, you a basketball fan. And how do you feel about the growth of women's basketball with the Angel Reese's and the what's the
I
kid?
love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm glad that they came into the game and just changed everything. They brought more excitement back into women's basketball.
Right,
I feel like that's what the world was missing. That's what we needed, the aggressiveness, really the aggression,
right,
the intensity, the
right,
competitiveness. Like that's what we see in men's sports, and then in women's sports, it's like, oh no, too sensitive. So I'm glad that they're letting the women be women. They're
right.
letting the women talk shit,
I feel
play
like right now,
hard.
I feel like right
You
now
know,
the women NBA, even like college female basketball, is being more popularized than the men basketball. Like if you watch March Madness, the last 2 seasons, we were more interested in the females college basketball than we were ever in the males college basketball. I can't even tell you who won the championship last year for male, and I can't. But I can tell you what happened last year. I can tell you about Juju. I can tell you about Flage. I can tell you about Paige and all these other girls. You feel me? That made a name for themselves during March Madness.
and that right there was like,
Clock that
proud of
T.
y'all. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Like, make me proud. Like, and it's a beautiful thing when, like how I say, everybody has their own story, and everybody is out here just trying to be the best version of themselves.
Right,
And the people that aren't, I pray that they do find love and light and
right,
the wisdom to do so.
right.
And to the people that are, it's like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm proud of you. Like,
Right.
hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
they're able to get a bag off it too. Like they got it at the right time when you can make money by being in college basketball compared to the last 10 years. There's people that
It's
was
a
probably
blessing.
that was people was probably being stars in college basketball, but they weren't able to benefit out the money. Not only are the girls basketball winning, you feel me? The females in hip hop are winning right now. Like when you look at it right now, who's dominating? You look at Sexy Red, you look at Gorilla, you look at Lotto, you look at like
Lucky.
Megan, the Cardis, and all these other girls. How does it feel to like you come around a time where the females have a bigger voice than hip hop, even R&B than the males. And you are kind of in this. You are in this era. Like this is where you're getting your shine. Like people would rather more share from the females than the dudes.
I absolutely love it. I love Glow. I love Sexy. I actually party with Sexy. She's fun. She's like a breath of fresh air. She feels
To
like
see
my
who
long
she is
lost
on the
cousin.
internet.
Hmm?
Sexy Red is exactly how she is on the internet. That's how she was in real life.
Yeah, yeah. That bitch ain't no. She ain't no faker. No facade. That's. She's a real bitch. And what's so crazy is I met her like years ago and didn't even know it. On my first tour that I was on with Tay Money. Tay Money had put me on her tour. And I met Sexy, and it was so crazy because I was watching a video and she was in the background sitting down talking to somebody looking so cute with her red on.
Right.
And I showed my manager, I'm like, oh my God, that is Sexy Red. Like before, you know what I'm saying? She like
Oh,
got even
oh
more
yeah.
bigger. You know, we all literally were um on Tay Money's tour performing and hanging out with each other. So I felt like it was a full circle moment to see her blossom and keep elevating and developing and blow up and have her time.
Right.
Because Sexy's been out for a long time and she's been working hard. So she's definitely earned everything that she's received. And
Right.
same thing for Glow. I love Glow. Glow is definitely like a really, really, really humble, sweet, genuine girl. I haven't met Lotto yet, but I love me some Lotto. Big mama. And I feel like women are dominating right now. I love Megan too. I feel like when I meet Megan, she's gonna be like cousin, because of the
You know,
talk.
the one thing I was doing my research, I'm like, bro, when you think about it, Houston actually got a lot of females. Like Houston alone got a lot of females that are doing great in hip hop. Whether it's the Megan Thee Stallions, the Kendall Men. I think Milano is from Houston. Young Lyric, the Libra Jones. I think I seen you in party with Erica Banks last night. She's from Houston. I'm like, bro, low key, bro. Y'all got the most females that's relevant in hip hop. Like, if I can remember, is Flo Millie from Houston? If I'm not mistaken.
She's from Alabama. That's
Alabama.
my girl. I love Flo. I love Erica Banks.
And
Uh, yeah, I love all the
y'all can all
rappers.
rap. Like I'm not no disrespect to any other female rappers, but like some female rappers might be getting on because of the way they look or like other publicity stunts or whatever. Everybody that I named from Houston can rap, from Megan
Yeah,
to Ken the Man to Young Lyric.
Megan, Ken
Dude,
the Man, Young Lyric,
I think
Erica.
Milano was way. I think she shot way more exposure than what she got right now because she could really rap. Like there was a point in time I was dealing with this one girl. She kept playing her song every day. I'm like, yo, this kind of fire. This fire like the down Julio act the fool. That shit fire. That should be a bigger song.
And Enchanting too.
Oh, Chanting. Okay, you do have a relationship with her. We're gonna get into that too. Why you feel like all the Houston girls could rap? Like y'all not just getting on because of the publicity stunts and all the other antics. Y'all could actually make music. Like even Megan, people might say she twerk a lot, but she could actually rap.
Probably, probably because it's like when it's your time, it's your time.
Mm,
And like certain people want to be known for certain things.
mm,
And like sometimes you do have to step outside of your box
mm,
to be known more.
mm.
But some people don't feel like they need to. Some people don't feel like they have to step out of their box. Like you got artists that are doing millions of streams that barely show their face,
And
can't
that's a
speak.
fact. And you be like, what the hell? How the fuck he dominate? Like nobody even know about him.
No, 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 no. You just have to do your research. I feel like when you know your target audience and you focus on that and you're making music for a specific demographic of people,
Mm.
it catches on to a wave and more people listen and more people listen and more people listen.
Nah, I agree. I agree. But how come we haven't seen like the Houston females come together? Like I just mentioned a whole bunch of females, and y'all all from the same place. I feel like y'all could kind of have the, when Gorilla got on, you kind of see her bring up Glossa, the damn, what's the other
I
K
love them.
Carbon,
The
yeah,
yeah, Gloss Up, K Carbon,
yes,
Eliza, Flamaroni. I
yes,
love my Memphis girls. Love my Memphis girls. I love them. Love, love, love them. I met all of them. They're so lovely.
So why don't we see
Gloss,
that in Houston more?
K Carbon, Glow, Slime. I love them. Um, with Houston, uh, all of us do hang out. It's like it just depends. Like it just depends. We're all working. We're all independent artists,
Mm,
and it would be different if you grew up with that person
that's
or
true.
you developed like a real friendship, a real bond outside of rap, and now y'all are like real friends,
Mm,
and it's more than just rap
yeah,
peers,
yeah,
you know? So I think that's another thing. I think a lot of the Houston girls, a lot of us out here, like I say, we're all cool. We all fuck with each other. Um, Everybody probably don't fuck with each other, but that ain't my business. The people
right.
that don't fuck with each other, but
That got nothing to do with you, yeah.
for the most part, I fuck with everybody.
Mm,
Yeah, so it's like for me, I fuck with who fuck with me, and even if you don't fuck with me, it's okay. It's all right.
yeah, everybody,
I
everybody don't gotta
still
be friends. You feel me?
I still sleep great and wake up and get to some pay
Right,
and still be making paper in my sleep. So it's nothing.
right.
It's nothing literally. But for the most part, yeah, I think we do have a lot of collabs and stuff.
I think you work with Bloodbath, right? I think she's from Houston.
Love Blood too. I have music out on like featured tapes
Mm,
with other Houston artists, females, and then I just hit them up and be like, I got this song, let me put you on this song. And then they're like, bet, send it. And I send it and it's a go. So I
that's
think
right.
it's all about the connections too. If
Mm,
you're not trying to make the connections with another female artist, then you shouldn't expect them to make that connection back unless it's genuine. Unless that person is just like, I'm really fucking with you and I'm gonna
That's
let
a
you know
fact.
that I'm really fucking with you.
That's a fact.
You know, sometimes I feel like a person could try to like, I don't know, compliment you or tell you, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with your music, and then
You won't hear
nothing
from them.
really, yeah, nothing really comes of it. It's like, thank you, I fuck with you too, you hard. Nothing really comes of it. Like,
Yeah,
you when you really want to work with somebody, I think it's just about establishing the relationship and, going from there and getting the music done. A lot of us in Houston, we do work together on joint projects, or we do have unreleased songs together. But I'm cool with all the girls in the city, so
that's
I
fact.
don't. Yeah.
You could probably it's going when the time is right, it's gonna make sense. One person you did mention, I thought she was from Fort Worth, Texas, Ashanti, right? She from Fort Worth, right?
Enchanting, yeah, she's from
And
Dallas Fort Worth.
oh, she's from Dallas. That's Fort Worth, the same thing.
Dallas Fort Worth,
Yeah.
or Fort Worth Dallas,
Oh, Fort Worth
but
is something, and that's Fort Worth is a different thing.
Dallas
Hmm?
is a city
Okay.
in Texas,
Okay.
and there's a town in
Oh,
Dallas called Fort Worth.
I swear to God, I never
So
knew that.
yeah, but I had to, what you call it, break it down, because it's like in New York, you know how you got like the Bronx,
Yeah.
but then you got like a certain area in the Bronx
Yeah,
that
you got like
everybody know
Bronzeville
about.
or something like that. Yeah.
Right. So it's like that.
Okay. Okay. I swear to God, you just relationship with her and how'd you meet her?
You know what's so crazy? I saw Enchanted on my Explore page like probably like years ago.
You was talk about finding her on your explore page.
Yeah, my first time seeing her, she was on my Explore page, and it was a song that she was singing, and I didn't even have a lot of followers at the time, but I was just like, damn, she hard as fuck. And I kept scrolling. Like, I'm one of those people, I like, double tap and just keep scrolling. Like, my my biggest thing is with like making friends or just people in general is like, I'm a Virgo, so I'm like very introverted, but I'm also like a
You show love
extrovert
from but love from a distance, basically. Like I fuck with you, but I might go my own way.
type shit. But when I want to be around, I'm around.
Right.
So with Chant, I never when I first saw her, I never like initiated anything when I first saw her on Instagram, because like I said, I'm just introverted. I like you or have a crush on you and you would never know. Or I want to be cool with you or think like, oh, you're a sweet, cool person, but it's all gonna be in my head. Like,
Right.
I'm one of them people, I believe in divine timing. Like
Right.
whenever, like it's like meeting your favorite football team, or you know what I'm saying, meeting
Yeah.
somebody that you know what I'm saying,
Like you
admire.
starstruck in your head. You're
Yeah,
like, yeah, I fuck
yeah,
with the person, but I ain't
yeah.
gonna overdo it. I'm just
Like having
fall back.
admiration for someone, or feeling like this person is probably cool as fuck,
Hmm.
but you will never know unless you try to engage in a conversation. I'm not the type of person to engage in conversations first. I'm one of those people where if a person don't come up to me or say something to me, then it ain't gonna happen. But I do have moments where I see or feel the good energy and the genuineness from that person, or I'm like, shit, fuck it, they probably gonna be cool. And hey, let's work, let's do a song. You hard, you know. I stick my neck out, and you know what I'm saying, be that, you know what I'm saying, person to just put my pride to the side.
Hmm.
So certain times I will say something to people. Other times I won't. With Chant, it was like I didn't say nothing in the beginning, and I think how we met, we ended up we ended up following each other on Instagram, but the way we met, I really believe like we had an event or something like that, and we just so happened to like be there at the same time. And it's so crazy because now that I think about it like that, and you know, so crazy, I asked her that. I asked her if she remembered how we met. But I will say this: I know that I saw her on Explore. I didn't say nothing. Admiration from afar. I'm one of those people. Sometimes I speak up and say something. Sometimes I don't. I feel like it's divine timing. The right moment will present itself, you know, in due time, and it did. We ended up following each other on Instagram, and then, if I'm not mistaken, I think we had to. I don't know if it was like an event or something. I really couldn't tell you. And that's how you know it was like a really good, genuine friendship because, like, it just
You have so many
happened
moments,
so
yeah.
fast. It happened so fucking fast. But I was like her little sister, like the responsible little sister.
Uh,
And, yeah, it happened fast. But yeah, when I first met Chant, I was going through Instagram. I saw her, didn't say nothing. And then I believe we ended up having to go to an event. It was rap related. And I met her and I spoke to her. We already had like some DMs and stuff on Instagram. And then from there, what was like the first thing? I'm trying to think. It started off like FaceTime calls, and she was in Atlanta, and I remember like reaching out to her, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm in the A," and she was like, "Oh, babe, we do like we gonna link up. We gonna have so much fun. You want to smoke? You want to get some food?" I'm right up my alley.
right.
And if I'm not mistaken, we went to this city center. It's like a mall, a city center mall. And I had just got my hair done. And we went to go get like what did we get? We got wings, nachos. We had like, you know, little margaritas. And I think we got a burger too. We was just trying stuff. They had like vendors outside, and it was like a bunch of people coming back and forth, like trying to get us to buy stuff. And she
Right.
was so sweet. She was just like buying shit she didn't even need just to support people. Like
Right. Oh, that's
such a
fire.
sweet girl.
That's
And
fire.
I really want to say our first couple of times that we hung out, it was probably in Atlanta until she was like coming back and forth from Houston to be out here, and then she would leave and go back to Atlanta. So like when I was in Atlanta, the plan was for us to link up, and I was gonna be over there for like a day. I ended up staying there for like a week.
That's how you
We
have.
got around each other. We was just like literally like inseparable, like
That's fire.
literally.
That's fire.
And what happened? She would cook, and I would cook at home, like at my house. But when I was at her house, she would cook, and we would smoke, and we would watch TV, watch movies, talk shit, get high, and find shit to do. Literally, go shopping, go to the studio, go try new things. Her favorite shit was snow cones. So like, I remember one time, we was in the car,
Mm.
and she was on the phone with one of our other rap peers, and she was like, "Come on, sister, you wanna go get a snow cone? We're gonna go get a snow cone." And we wanted to go get snow cones, and I'll never forget that. And then we went to JJ's, and we got like chicken and fries, and we went to go run some errands, and then we went back to her old crib. If you know like Atlanta people know where the altitude is. But when I go to Atlanta and I ride past that building, I cry. Like I literally cannot ride past that
About
building
think
for
about
real.
her.
Like, and sometimes I do want to ride past it because it's like, oh, all the memories, like you know that we shared and had up there. Like, and she had this fucking cat named Aries, and Aries would just run around jumping on shit, just tearing shit up just for no reason. And I remember she tried to offer me this poster that she had of herself. And I was like, no, like, keep it. It's your poster. Like,
Yeah.
every bad bitch got their posters. You get what I'm saying?
In
So,
your
like, I got
bedroom on
my
top of the
posters.
yeah,
Yeah, like the big posters that they bring to
yeah,
you, like in the clubs and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be.
yeah.
So, every bad bitch got their own posters. And I'm just like, shit. Like, it's okay, sister, keep your poster. Like, I don't need it. Boy, was I wrong. Like, after she passed, I went to her house, the last house that she had. It was out here in Houston. And the day she passed, I went over there and I sat with her other two best friends and we just cried. We just cried and cried and cried because I couldn't believe the shit. And it was crazy because the poster that she was trying to give me, her best friend gave it to me. It's really her sister for real, but we all close. We all call each other sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know Chant, like her friends were her family. She has her family. Her family loves her. Her family, nothing but
Yeah, that's
support,
blood. That's
always
blood
there
by
for her.
blood. That's blood. That's family by blood. But you got your family that you built your bond with. Like,
Yeah. So it was hard for me. And when she gave me the post, I was just like, how ironic is that? Like, the same poster Enchanting was trying to give to me months ago. Like, you know,
it's
Zai
like
was
God,
giving
like
it to
God
me.
spirit in her dreams. So like, just give this to Sosa. You feel me? This is meant for her. I try to give it to her. No, God be having certain ways to do stuff. You feel me? Like you just knew that was just for you. That's good.
Oh, try not to cry. It was like, I got my makeup done. I'm not gonna cry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, yeah. Shannon, she was like an angel. Like, here for a good time, not a long time.
We sent our condolences to her because it seemed like
Thank you.
from what we seen on the internet, she was cool as a bitch. I remember I used to see her and Big Scarr in the club. I mean, yo, these niggas lit. You feel me? When Gucci Mane first signed them, you see nothing but good things from her. So I never seen your perspective. So we want to send condolences.
She's a bad bitch and a real ass nigga, just like she say in her music. But yes, Scar was her best friend. They were soulmates, like as a friendship,
Yeah,
Um, and I just, want to, make it clear, just to clear any speculation. Like they literally had a healthy mutual friendship, like
yeah.
boy and girl friends, you know. And because people would wonder, like, like, are they do they have? It's
But they
just
used to
like,
be super close. You feel
yeah,
me?
like it's okay to have a friend with somebody, and like, and y'all don't, what I'm saying? It's none of
Yeah,
that. It's a
yeah,
pure, genuine friendship, and you need relationships like that.
yeah.
And her
Like
and Big
as a
Star.
dude, I need a girl perspective. I feel like females should get a boy perspective too, as far as like life goes. So you gotta see how other people think
Yeah, her and Big Scar were literally like just two peas in
inseparable.
a pod.
Right.
Yeah, two peas in a pod. It was like when you work with a label and you meet other people and you find your person and you click with them, it's like, okay,
Yeah. Y'all
I
going
got my
through it
person.
together. You feel me? It's like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And they literally were literally going through it together, like literally just elevating
They
and
got
making
signed together,
music.
right? Around the same time or together.
Yeah,
They got signed. Yeah.
they all got signed literally like at the same time.
Yeah, same time. So it's like you probably it's like being in a classroom with somebody or something like that. You
hmm
don't find that person
And
that you're
then
gonna trust,
yeah, you
especially
find that
with.
person.
And you,
And Scar was Chant's person.
right.
Yes, but Chant was a fucking gangster. So yeah,
He was a
don't let the pretty face fool you. She's a gangster. Like stands on business. Love to have a good time. Love music. She's so talented, so lyrically talented. I remember one day I had writer's block, and we were already in the studio together, and she came. What am I saying? Was already in the studio together,
You were talking
And
about the block.
I took the headphones off, and I was stuck because I had to come in after somebody else on this record. It was like four people on one song, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck rhymes with calendar? And in my head, I'm like, Hallender, Palender,
That's not gonna work.
like, fuck. And here go my baby. She like, scavenger, passenger. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, yes, yes, yes. Like, but she's just so fucking intelligent and so smart. Like, she was a beautiful, kind soul. Such a beautiful, sweet person. Always loved to have a good time, stood on business, never let nobody play with her or anybody that she cared about. And we stand on all 10 about that. And just 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 gone too soon. Just literally just gone way too fucking soon. She should still be here right now. I swear to God, that shit just. I
But
wake
you
up some days and be like, bro, if you was here right now, like, what
She
would
is
Chant
still
do?
here. She's with you. You don't even know that. She's one of your angels. You feel me? You don't
I
even know
know.
she watching over you. So what you do with that is like, okay, and not only am I doing this for myself, you feel me? I'm doing this for her, her sisters, her cousins, her two other best friends. You make sure y'all keep her name alive. You feel me? That's all we could do. That's all we could do is use your power, your tools to keep her name alive. You feel me? When they say
Yeah.
who this, you like, oh, shout out my sister. You feel me? Make it seem like she's still alive. You don't ever let nobody die. You feel me? Especially they're important to you. Make them sure like they alive. Just think they just with God, like yo, God, make sure you watch for her. Like remember we said we go through your battles and stuff like that, and God let you get punched on. She up there telling God like, oh, that's enough. Get off my sister. That's how you gotta look at it.
It's my baby. It's my heart. I miss that girl every day. I literally, I still go through shit and I be thinking like, what would Chant do?
Like,
And I'd be like, Chant wouldn't give a fuck. She wouldn't give a damn. She'd be
yeah,
like, cute. Just, oh my gosh, man. I think what's so crazy is my last memory that I shared with her. We were on stage together for South
fire.
by Southwest this year,
Do
actually.
that both love. You feel me together. That's dope.
The beginning of this year. The beginning of this year was my last memory that I had with her on stage. And and we was happy as fuck. I got on stage and performed. She supported me, and then
Vice
she
versa.
got on stage and performed, and I supported her. So,
Always dope. You
man,
always do. But she's still with you. She's still alive. You don't even know that. She watching you right now. Like, girl, don't cry. You told me she's a real nigga. She probably tell you wipe them tears away.
no dead
um,
ass.
I forgot to skip this part. Are you still signing Interscope currently right now?
I'm signed to Warner right now
Warner,
for a project.
talk about signing to Interscope. And I think one of your songs you said you had $1 million at 19. Talk about how to feel to have $1 million at 19. Because me, I'm still trying to crack 100,000. So having $1 million at as a teenager, I can only imagine how that feels.
I mean, when you blow through it, it don't feel like $1 million.
Right.
So honestly, it really just, if I could go back in time, I would do a lot differently. But remember what I said, experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
So it was all to help me learn money management
Mhm.
and how to save my money and manage my money and not waste my money on people, on overindulging in things, living beyond my means,
Mhm.
or just being frivolous.
Right.
And for 2 years, I was doing all that. I was living beyond my means. I was being frivolous. I was just wasting money, spending money on people that
And
wasn't spending
you
on
think this is
me.
not gonna run out? You think this is forever?
Yeah, I blew $75,000 um in like mm, 3 weeks.
Damn.
I blew 50,000 in like 2 weeks. Then I blew 20,000 in like probably 3 weeks.
And this is back to back to back.
blew 10,000 in a day. Uh,
Damn, I'm
5,000.
thinking like I
Yeah,
ain't never even.
5,000. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I cashed out on a car. I had got a BMW. I spent 10 bands on a BMW. And after I cashed out on it, the oil leak was like really bad. The motor locked. I was like speeding on the highway, trying to be a bad bitch and do stupid dumb shit.
Right.
And that's another thing. This is so crazy. When I got my BMW, Chant had got her BMW truck. So
Y'all
I
the
had the
BM
BMW
sisters.
car and she had the BMW truck, and we was
Y'all,
tearing the motherfucking streets up. We
that
was going to Lotus, going to go get liquor, going to the studio, going back to her house, going back to my house, just hanging out, like just having girl time,
that's
honestly.
what's up.
Getting
That's
our hair done, getting our makeup done. It was really like just,
y'all built that bond. You feel me? You know how you say you got that person, even though y'all didn't sign to the same label, y'all kind of came in during the same time during the COVID.
yeah,
You feel me? She probably had the label made with Scar, but outside of the label, you was probably the closest to her as far as artist wise. It's like that freshman come. You know how like you see like guys come in and they come at like Polo, like look at Polo G and Lil TJ. They came at the same time. Now we see them like we just the best rap dude, one of the
yeah.
best rap dudes. You just see them always linking up together. You feel me?
And I really click with Libras. Like I'm a Virgo. My sign, I'm a Virgo. So Trent is a real Libra.
Mm,
And for some reason, my spirit just clicks to Libras. Like,
right,
just clings to Libras. Libras cling to this Virgo.
right,
So it's like Dumb and Dumber. Like Ed and Ed.
right.
No Eddie. Like whatever you want,
I'm
I'm
on
on.
times work
Like,
times two.
like, and I think that was another reason why, like, she loved to be around me because I was just always just for any adventurous activity, a shoulder to cry on. You know what I'm saying? I'm one phone call away. I pull up, I fly out. You know, it's just like having a real friend.
Mhm,
And I think like when me and her got closer and really just started like getting to know each other more,
mhm.
I really realized like, damn, like
How much
I
time?
really got mad love for this girl. Like, you know, like I really gotta continue to do everything in my power to just be a good friend to her because not only does she need it, but I need it. You know what I mean?
And that's fire that you
And
said. I like the way you think. You said I gotta do everything on my part to be a good friend. You're not asking for someone to be a good friend to you. You said I gotta be a good friend to her. Sometimes people be selfish and think I need a good friend. Now you gotta think what you could bring to the table, what they could bring to the table, so y'all could both help each other out.
yeah, and I would always just be like, yeah, we gonna do this, but not too much. Or yeah, we gonna do this, but we gonna leave it this time. Or, you know what I'm saying? I would be with the shits, but
Right.
don't get me wrong, it would still be like we putting the cap on it somewhere. Like, you know, like we at the club, we get fucked up. Okay, it's time to go home. We're not
Mhm.
going nowhere else. We're not going no after. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that. Like just yeah, you can have your way with me, but we still gonna be
No,
responsible.
yeah, you say you like you like the more responsible sister earlier too. So, nah, that's
Yeah.
fire. That's fire. I knew y'all was close, but I didn't know y'all was that close. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but Chan was responsible. It's just when it comes down to who was more responsible, it would be me.
Yeah, you always
Like,
gonna have that. You always gonna have that
like,
friend. You can't have a yes man
yeah,
in your
like
friend.
if
You
she
got
lose something, I'll find it. Or, you know what I'm saying? If something needed to be clean, I'll be like, don't worry about it. I'll do it. Or if you know what I'm saying, we going out and we getting food, me and her is always going back and forth like I'm finna pay, no I'm finna pay, no I'm finna pay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just somebody that's just a really good friend that don't want nothing from you but love, a really genuine friendship. Like it would be times where I wouldn't have nobody else to talk to and I'm calling her because she's the only person that I know that's gonna be up at 3 o'clock at night.
and probably
Or
be able to relate to you too, because y'all probably been in
yeah,
the same career.
and she always told me she loved me. Like after she passed, I was just going through the text messages like, damn, like this girl always told me she fucking loved me, dog. Like to have a friend like that, you know, to just oh, to just
Man, I'm
remind you,
sorry.
to just remind you how much they love you. That's a real friend.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah,
Not only she's telling you with words, she's showing it with the actions too.
yeah. We did a lot for each other.
No, that is fire. I love to hear stories like that because you hear it too many times. Oh, this person's fake, but when you uplift somebody and somebody was there for you, you love to hear positivity like that, especially. Um, I want to go back a little bit to the Interscope. How did you get discovered though? Like, did you have a song that was blowing up, or how did you get? How did you even get a meeting with Interscope?
It's funny because my homegirl, well, she's okay. So I used to go to this school. I met this girl, but she was like my sister's friend.
Hmm.
And then we all ended up like still going to the same church and stuff. And she was in a relationship, and she said that she had connections with some people at Atlantic Records. And I guess she ended up plugging me in with them instead of her dude because, you know, they was into it.
Yeah.
And some A&Rs were hitting me up, and they were just offering way more than I feel like they could fill the plate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
don't think you can fulfill this plate. You talking like the plate full and that
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
not full.
Right.
So she reached out to people from Atlantic, and I was just declining a lot of offers I was already getting from management. You know, people just not really just making it seem like they really just knew what they was doing, didn't have enough
Yeah.
experience, no credibility. Where are your other artists? What artists have you broke? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it was just none of that. And I remember I got a DM one day from my manager, who's still my manager now. His name is
Mhm.
Corey. Shout out to you, Corey. Uh, the realest motherfucker in the game. I met Corey when I was 17. I'm 23 now. And it might have been when I was 16. It might have been like I was like 16, freshly turning 17.
Mhm.
But Corey had DM'd me, and I had one music video. No, 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 no. I had no music videos out, and I dropped
A project.
20 songs. Yeah, I dropped a project. It was 20 songs, no features.
Mhm.
Then I dropped another one, and it was what I think like 10 songs with like two features. And then when I finally learned that I could like sing rap on the melodic shit, I was like, oh, okay, kind of found my niche, kind of
Right.
got it. I kind of
Right.
got it. Then I dropped my third project. It was 8 songs, then two features again. And Corey ended up reaching out to me, and he DM'd me, and for some reason, I don't know, I just took a leap of faith, and it was right. God just pointed me into the right direction with the right people that weren't moving off of financial gain, but
Believe
I
you have
would
talent.
say, yeah, that too, but just it was more than financial gain. We want worldwide gain.
Yeah.
So for him it was like, man, we want more than just the money. You know what I'm saying? We want to captivate the world.
Right.
And for my manager to just be so humble and so real and transparent and oh, why would I get a notification right now? Google is wrong for that. Um, my manager is the best manager in the game because he's not, you know what I'm saying, just a manager for a financial benefit and financial gain. He is a manager that wants to
Once you will
literally
win, like as a family
dominate.
member, yeah.
Yeah, it's just dominate overall. The money gonna come with it. But
Now,
it's what are you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like how are you gonna captivate the world? That's why I love my manager so much because he's like, this is a story, this is a journey. So where are you taking your fans?
Right.
And that's something that's always stuck with me as an artist. And if you are artists out there and you are up and coming, or you're blowing up, or whatever the case may be, remember this: where do you want to take your fans? Because your fans are following you on this journey throughout your life. So always figure out and find a new path whenever you feel stuck, because life is a journey and your career is a journey, and your fans are with you on that journey. So you have to know where you're taking them. So with my manager telling me that, I was like, right, where am I going to take my fans? And you really have to like let that just sink in. Like, where am I taking them?
Right.
Like, are we going to be doing the same thing from last year, or are we gonna boss up and do some shit even better from last year? We're gonna boss up and do some shit even better. We're
Right.
gonna keep elevating. So it's a real thing, because not only are you growing as a person, but your fans are growing with you. Your
Right.
supporters are growing with you. So when I met my manager, like I say, it was more than just a financial gain. He wanted to conquer and captivate the world with my sound and my music. And that's what we're on a goal to do. That's what our mission has always been, and it still is. It's for Sally Sosa to be a worldwide and household name. It's
Yep.
bigger than just the money. The money is gonna come. It's
And
just
I ain't gonna lie,
we
that's when you
gonna
know
get the
somebody
money.
really got, and that's when you really know somebody got love for music, because you not talk about you talk about I want to build a household name with the music. You feel me? The money gonna come. We not worried. We could get rich. We not worried about that. We worried about the music, you feel me, and people loving the music. And I feel like nowadays, especially with everything going on, and you see the labels are dropping a lot of artists because a lot of times people are chasing after the money. You feel me? You were chasing a hot moment that was here today and gone tomorrow. A lot of microwave stuff. You feel me? So that junk doesn't last, and that's why labels weren't able to sell. When they go back to actually going for artists that can make great music that you'll be listening 20 years later on, like this is actually hits, that's still gonna stay and gonna last long. Because think about it, Michael Jackson died in '09. That's probably almost 15 years ago. You feel me? People are still calling him the GOAT. There's people that was popping in 2015. We don't even know where they went. So that's always
Mhm.
when you hear that from an artist. 'Cause you hear a lot of times, I'm in it for the money. Okay, you in there for the money. You gonna lose the passion once you get the money and boom, gone. Here today, gone because you're gonna lose the work ethic and all that. So when you say that, I know you're gonna be here for a long time.
Yeah, and he was working with I think at the time it was Atlantic,
Mhm.
and I don't know if he was doing like an internship or something, but he was just shopping me around to different record labels, and I had 3 projects out and 1 music video that they funded. My management funded it, and we got a video shot to this song that I had. It was a melodic record. It was called "A Letter to the Streets," and it was what like my biggest song at the time,
Mhm.
and
How many views did it have back then? Like, was it the numbers great numbers or like was it regular?
oh no, it was great numbers. I got probably like 100,000 views, like just on World Star alone.
Okay,
And
okay.
then on my Instagram page, it was going viral. It was probably at like maybe like 15K likes, 500 comments, and
And
that's what happened.
you mentioned his name is Corey, right?
Yeah, Corey.
And I see you got SSG right there. Is that SSG Corey, the YouTuber? Is that who we talk about? Just
Absolutely not.
oh, okay.
Absolutely not. No.
I just had to
We
double check.
all have the same type of acronyms,
Yeah.
and they stand for different things. It's just abbreviated in different
Okay.
things. It's 3 different SSG
I
groups.
think like SSG
Uh,
Splurge or something like that too. I think is
that
right.
was to me. That was the first one. I didn't know about Splurge
Yeah.
until I started like rapping for real.
Right.
And what's so crazy is my manager back in the day used to manage Splurge,
That's crazy.
and they parted ways, and then a couple years later he managed me. And it's so crazy because I got the SSG thing going on too, but you gotta think about it. His name is Splurge, my name is Sally.
Yeah.
So
When you
of
type in
course
on
the
YouTube too.
S, yeah, of course the S acronym is gonna have a part to play in
Yeah.
anything that we have associated to our names when it comes to abbreviation. The YouTuber stuff, I don't know nothing about.
Okay, I'll just double check it.
That was like he probably just did that almost a year ago now.
Okay, okay.
Splurge has been SSG for a couple years. I've been SSG. He's probably been SSG for more than a couple years. And I've been SSG for a couple years just on my own affiliation with me just creating their shit just for my fans. Like that was
Okay.
the only reason why I popped it the way I popped it because I'm like, it's silent step again. We make moves in silence. So that was my whole thing. I think Splurge is a secret society game, and mine's a silent stepper game. I don't know
Yeah,
what Corey's is. That's the YouTube shit. I don't
right.
know about that shit. We talking about
When
rap
you had said
shit.
your manager's court, when you said your manager's court, I'm like, that's just G court. I'm like, oh, I just had to
No,
just
Corey
clarify.
Walker. Corey
Okay,
Walker. No, not nah, nah. This ain't no YouTube shit. Nah,
okay.
hell nah. Nah.
Um, and I was watching another interview, and you said your manager Corey beat. I don't know if you talk about specific about Corey, but him being like associated to French Montana. That's how you got the song with Lil Durk, right?
No.
Oh, my fault.
Uh, Corey was shopping me around to different record labels, and Interscope wanted me, and we went to Cali, and I went there and I recorded like 13 hours straight. I recorded like half the day.
He ain't come to play.
And um actually I really recorded like the whole day for real.
Mm,
And I went like 13 hours straight in the studio. It was like half a day. I went like 13 hours straight in the studio. And I did what, 13 songs? I was in that bitch just working, you know? And
mm,
after that, I had a bodyguard come on board, and he played a role as far as management because he was like a bodyguard slash
yeah,
management,
yeah,
and he works for French Montana still to this day, and we still talk, we still all connected,
yeah.
and I met French Montana first, so French reached out to me, we got on FaceTime, and he was like um he was like, oh, you're super talented, woo, doo, doo. And I had like this old screenshot of the FaceTime because I was so happy.
Yeah, I
At
would
the
have been happy
time,
2 years.
yeah, at the time I was staying at my aunt's house, and it was like 13 kids in one house and one working bathroom. I was ready to get the fuck. Like I need to make a way for myself, you know?
Yeah,
And being on the phone with him, it just motivated me. It just gave me motivation, and then I ended up going to a concert. Dirk came to the city, and I ended up going to a concert, and I ended up getting in backstage. I still got those pictures too. I have at least like, I have at least 3 photos showing like the growth and evolution of like me and Dirk. Like our relationship is
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying, like big bro, little sis,
Mm.
and I really look at him like an uncle, but it was just crazy just seeing my ass with this fucking little bun on my head to a little wig,
I
and then
got
it
you
get
on
better
backstage.
wig.
Yeah,
But what happened was Max was bodyguarding for Dirk, because Dirk and French was
yeah,
been having
homeboys.
been cool. So they've been having mutuals, and then they what I'm saying, they were friends. So Max was bodyguarding for Dirk one night, and they were like, "Come to the concert." Came to the concert, and I met him, and I'll never forget this shit. I was like, "What's up, Smart?" I was like, "I ain't gonna lie. Can we get our picture?" I was like, "What side you want to stand on? This your good side?" And he was like, "Yeah, this my good side right here." And like, cracked the joke back
Yeah,
with me, and I was just laughing like, "Yo, this nigga funny as hell." And he's a Libra too. And the second time I was in the studio, and he was on the phone with Max. He was on the FaceTime call with Max. And he had played him a letter to the streets. And he was like, "Yeah, that shit hard." And then I took the phone. Once again, "What's up, Smart? What you doing?" Just talking to him like I know his ass. Don't know that
right.
man from a can of paint, but I think that's what made him respect me, because I treated him like a human being, and I wasn't treating him like
Like Lil
uh
Durk. Like
Yeah, like I wouldn't even say Lil Durk. I wasn't treating him like I don't know, like I wasn't treating him like I don't know the word I'm looking for.
like a
Uh but okay, this is what I was looking for. I wasn't treating him like I wasn't treating him like
you wasn't fanning out behind him. You just act like he was a regular person.
yeah, like I wasn't treating him like uh like a groupie. You
Right.
know, I wasn't acting like a groupie with him. Not treating him like a groupie. I wasn't acting like a groupie with him. So I wasn't treating him as if I never seen a celebrity before.
Yeah.
I think that was the word I was looking for. I wasn't treating him like I was just like, blindsided to celebrities. So, I was see, this is why. This is why. I'm finna get me a stand in my car. But yeah, so I wasn't treating him like I wasn't acting like a celebrity. I mean, I wasn't
You
acting
was treating like
like
a groupie.
yeah, I wasn't acting like a groupie. There we go. And I was just treating him like a human being. So when I saw him again, it was on FaceTime. I was like, "What's up, Smart? What you doing?" I was like, "I'm in the studio working, man. I'm recording." I was like, "Let me know when you're ready to sign me, cause I'm gonna be in the studio all day, all night. I'll sleep in that bitch. On God, like that's how I'm talking to his ass. Like I will wake up in the studio, go to sleep in the studio. Like
Right.
I just need the opportunity."
Right.
And he was just like, "I love that. I love to hear that." And after that, what happened? He ended up coming to Houston again a couple months later, and I was in the studio recording, and my manager called me and was like, "Get your hair done tomorrow. Dirk's gonna be in town. He's coming in. We're gonna go meet him. His private jet." And I'm just like, "All right, bet." Got my hair done, and we pulled up to the airport where they was at, and we left from the airport, and I was with a DJ Bands and all of them. Shout out to DJ Bands. And we left and went to this hotel, and we kind of like hung out at the hotel for a little bit, and then we left and we started like riding around, running errands and shit. So I was in the car with my management at first to go to the grill place, and
Hmm.
then we left that place and went to Johnny Dang. It was like a different place. It was like a dentist place we went to first for like grills, and then we went to Johnny Dang, and they actually did a vlog. It's still out. It's on YouTube, and it's like Johnny Dang did a video with Dirk showing like him getting his grills
He's a
and
joke.
stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah, you'll see me in the video like. And anybody that I fuck with, respect, or what I'm saying, I'm friends with, I'm always gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you may feel like, oh well, what could Sally do? How could Sally protect me? You never know. You never know. But with anybody that I love, care about, respect, I'm always just gonna be like that protector. And I'm always gonna look out for you. So even when we was there, I'm just like, just paying attention to shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make sure everything is everything, because you gotta realize, like, even when I have my bitches around me, they watching shit I can't see. So to be that, and what I'm saying, do that and have real heart to heart levels of conversation and just grow and learn from somebody that I value and look at as family, as a big brother, or like as an uncle. Like, it really just taught me a lot, because he was the only person in the industry that kept it all the way thorough with me. And we got back in the car and we rode around. I think we were about to go get food, And he was playing his unreleased, and that shit was so fucking hard. And then that nigga took his music off and was like, "Here, play your shit." And
He
I'm
like, this
like,
my time. He was like, this is my time.
hell nah, I wasn't thinking that. I was like, nigga, why you cut that shit off? Keep playing your music. What the fuck? I'm trying to hear that unreleased Lil Durk. What the fuck? The hell? And he was like, play your music. And I just got to playing songs, and he was just listening to him. Like, just so humble. And I ended up playing this one song. I think you perfect how you are. You're a
Yes, sir.
star. You're one in a million. And he was just like, play that star song again. Really what he said was play that song again. And I was like, what you talking about, Smirk? And he was like, that song, play that song again. And I was like, which one? And he was like, that star song. And I was like, okay. And I just played it again. And
Perfect.
then after everybody ate and hung out and stuff, the men went to go do what the men's do, and I left. We ended up seeing them again before they left to get on their private jet to go back. I think it was to Atlanta or something, and I didn't see him again until I went back to Atlanta. And D Thing, God rest his soul, rest in peace,
That's
D Thing. Uh, D Thing was like, we're gonna get this feature done because I love that song. And I
that's
was like,
good.
okay, well, what do you need me to do? I was like, I think I asked him something. It was so funny because he was just like, did this bitch really just ask me that? I think I asked him like, okay, well, do I have to wait? I was like, I'll just reach back out to you a couple weeks later to get the feature back. He was like, bitch, a couple weeks? Dirk finna do that shit for you tonight. Watch this. And I was just like,
Yeah, DJ,
okay. Because, that's his big
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
And,
RPD man.
Dirk and D Thing was like
Like,
that,
yeah, we see, yeah.
And D Thing is like the brains, So,
I
like,
see that.
anything D Thing feel like is a good idea, Dirk gonna be like, okay, bet, let's do it. And we ended up pulling up on them at the studio, and it was guns everywhere. And I remember walking in that bitch, smelled like straight weed, and he saw me and was like, "What's up, sis?" Do. And then they started playing the song and stuff, and then he got in the studio and he did the verse in like 10 minutes.
That's
It was
fire.
like so quick, and I was like in my head listening to it on the outside, like, damn, he should sing on that bitch. And then he started singing on it, and I was just like, "Yep,
He
my
knew
motherfucking dog, my dog, my dog." Oh God! And after that, he was just so happy and in love with the record, and he like reposted it on his story.
that's okay.
People keep calling me. Okay, and after that, he was just, you know what I'm saying, just super supportive, and we would like touch bases every now and then, and I would just kind of like update him and just be like, hey, like, the song's at this amount of views, and you know what I'm saying. He posted he was sick one time. I'm like, nigga, take this shit, take this shit, take this shit, this that good shit. He texted me back on the DM and was like, I got that medicine already. Like, it was just like literally just like family shit. Like
Nah,
like
that's a fact.
literally like just, yeah, like some brother sister shit. Like just little, you know what I'm saying, little sis big bro shit. Like
Yeah.
just straight professional, straight family shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I forever respect that man for that.
Free
And
dirt, man. RPD man.
yeah, free dirt, man. Free smirk. Free my folks, man. And after that, I met Vaughn. We went to the club. And what's so crazy is when I met Vaughn, like I walked into the hotel room because they was like, we finna get ready to go to this concert. I went to a lot of Durk's concerts in the city, like in Houston. I went to a lot of his concerts, and I was backstage with them. And she so sorry. I went to a lot of concerts with him, and they always just took care of me, like just made sure I was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always just love. And let me see, 5 year 5 year old girl. So after that, I met Vaughn, and Vaughn was just like super cool, calm, collected. He's very respectful, and I didn't talk to him a lot, um, just because I didn't like want to just intrude and just start talking a lot.
Yeah.
So I was just very like cool and laid back, and I think that's what made him fuck with me too because I ain't do too much.
Right.
And it broke my heart when he died too. Like
Mhm.
especially after like meeting him and partying with him one night at the club with all of them, with the whole OTF. I was just like, damn,
And
like
he's like
this
a
is
real nigga off the internet. He's like a real nigga. Does everything he was doing for his
a real
neighbor.
gentleman,
Yeah.
a real good man, a real gentleman, really. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Really respectful, and with the whole Star Song process, it just happened naturally. It happened organically. My relationship with Dirk happened naturally and organically, even though I did have management that was working with other celebrities that were close with him.
Mhm.
My relationship with him was natural because if it would have took management to do everything, it wouldn't have happened.
That night
Like
is
Dirk wanted to hang around me. He wanted to feel my energy to see like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
he took
like
his own music off
is
the
this
encore
kid
to play yours.
yeah, like is this kid, you know what I'm saying, mentally ready. You know what I'm saying? Like and I feel like as a bigger artist, I
Mhm.
feel like it's very respectful when and admirable when a bigger artist feels that other person out before they work with them because if I don't like the energy you come with, I ain't trying
Yeah,
to
the
do
music
shit
ain't
with
gonna
you.
sound good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was really him just getting the feel for me, getting the feel for my energy to just see, like, okay, like who is this little girl,
Right.
let's see if what I'm saying she good energy, let's see if she good people because I'm not gonna do a song with nobody I don't fuck with or energy I don't like. So clearly he liked my energy, and I feel like that's what made him continue to have
Support for you.
uh the support and the big brother little sister relationship,
Yeah.
and more like an uncle niece relationship, like family for real.
No.
And I just remember just certain talks and conversations that we had, and it just felt like I known him for years. Like it felt like I knew him for forever. Like it felt like I was talking to a family member. And from there, shit, I just took all of the constructive criticism that he gave me and I just stuck with it.
Mhm.
And now I'm here and I've got more work to do and we're gonna go way farther. And that record definitely changed my life. And we never got a video shot. Like we never got an actual video shot because after we got the song done and it dropped and everything, uh D thing passed. D thing
No.
passed. And or no, Vaughn passed first. Vaughn passed, and then D Thing passed.
So yeah,
So it was like back to back.
yeah,
And I think for that to happen in the time period, things just weren't aligning, and I was okay with that. I was fine
yeah.
with that.
If it's meant, it's meant.
Um,
You feel me? The song still
I
did great.
respected it all across the board. And the video that we do have out, it's like a lyric video. It has like 16 million
For
views.
real.
So yeah,
So yeah, that's fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's
love
definitely good.
India. Love the kids. I love the whole Chicago. Yeah, but I respect Dirk as a human being
Right.
for enlightening me and supporting me and believing in me and giving a girl from Houston a chance to show the world that, you know what I'm saying, she deserves the spotlight. So, yeah,
I respect
free
that.
dirt.
Free Dirk, RPD thing, RP Von too. That's what I'm talking about. In your Dirty Glove best interview, you say you got songs like guys like Lil Zay Osama, who's also from Chicago, Scorey, Young Blue, Coi Leray. When we getting them songs?
You're gonna get those in 2025.
2025. So we getting the songs with Lil Zay Osama, Scorey, Young Blue, and Coi. We holding you to your word.
I did a song with Koi. She doesn't know that we did it though.
Oh,
The producer that I had, he gave me the song and was
okay.
like, just reach out to her and see if she'll, you know what I'm saying, work with you and let you drop it. So that was
Yeah.
that. And then with Lil Zay Osama, we already had a friendship, so that was just a simple phone call.
Mm.
A lot of artists is really just about building bonds with them. Like
Right.
I went to dinner with Lil Zay Osama. It was like me, my homegirls, him, and his entourage. We had a great time. I still remember that shit too. That shit was fun.
Free him.
But yeah, it's really just about, you know what I'm saying, not what you know, but who you know.
That's a fact.
And how genuine you are and how hardworking you are. You know, prayers up, blessings down.
All right. What about the song when Scorey took a story? Oh, matter of fact, Scorey is an hour away from where I'm from. That's where upstate New York. That when I was telling you about
Scorey
people.
is hard. I haven't seen I haven't like seen anything like lately from his Instagram page, but Scorey's hard as fuck.
Like he did drop some show with Sleepy Hollow like 2 months ago. It's fake fire.
Oh, okay, that's hard. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to go check it out. But yeah, all of that, I'm dropping all of that in January. I had a song. Well, I have a song with Young Blue, but we're gonna have to cut a new version to it because I want to do a different song. And Erica Banks, Gloss, Rican the Menace, um,
Mm.
who else? Rack Baby.
Well, he's
Um,
fire.
yeah, a lot of people. Who else am I missing? What's his name? Duece. Just a lot of people. Just unreleased music I'm waiting to put out. Deshon.
Oh, then you got a
Um,
catalog of
just
motherfuckers.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting to unroll everything. Mayia the Dawn. Um, I'm just waiting to unroll everything. And then I also have some other things in the works, but I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
let it
you
happen.
show us. You say you what's it? What's the crew called? Silent Stepper Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just let it. We're gonna speak on. One thing I did see though was Rob Wade retweeted your song. You feel me by your side, and then you took a picture of him and talk about me. Him retweeting. So that's like, I ain't gonna lie. When you say Dirk, Rob Wave is probably like the second big. It's 1A 1B with them. Lil Baby too, like the young boys. They some of the biggest artists. So how do you feel to have like some of the biggest artists co-sign you? Like you feel me? That's popping right now. That's trending right now that the whole world listen to, and they believe in you. Cause I seen Rob Wade co-sign by your side. You ain't had to do that. I don't know if you know him from Can of Paint.
Yeah, that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. I just was in love with his song,
Mm.
and I was like, I'm gonna do something like that. And I remember going to the studio and I cut the verse, and then I went back and did the hook and put the ad libs and shot the video in the studio.
Right.
And I don't know what I was hoping for positive reactions, but I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was gonna, you know what I'm saying, come of it. I didn't know if he was gonna, reach out or see it or not. And it was a blessing. Thank God that, you know what I'm saying, he definitely saw it and reposted it. And I was just like, damn, like Rod Wave know who the fuck I am. Like he
Right.
saw my shit. And what's so crazy is I be so delusional sometimes. I forgot that, you know what I'm saying, like that was our first interaction, like him seeing that I remixed his song and he liked it.
Hmm.
And I remember him DMing me, and he was like, "Come to my show. I'm gonna be in Houston. I'm gonna send you information." I was like, "Bet." And I went to two of his shows. The first show, I was backstage. Second show, backstage again, and it was just straight family vibes. Like straight, like, what's down, twin? Like,
Yeah,
good to see you. How you living?
that's
How you
fire.
feeling? You good? You enjoying the show? Nothing but love and support. And I remember he invited me to his birthday party too, but I didn't go. It was in Miami, and I'm
Yeah.
all the way in Houston, and I'm like, it's too last minute for me to book a flight. And I think he sent it to me like 2 days before the party,
Right.
and I'm like, I don't need an outfit. I need a new
I get your hair
wig. I gotta
done and
get my
all that.
hair
Yeah.
done. Oh my gosh! And I was looking a mess. I was like, next year I'll be there. But the first time I met him, I had bought him some limited edition dunks, and then I bought him a V-Lone shirt, and then I had grabbed like two handfuls of snacks. I'm talking about just hella snacks. And
Right.
I pulled up on him after the show, and I met him at the Airbnb that he was at in Houston.
Mhm.
And it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so nice. And I gave him his gift, and he was so happy. He just was like really appreciating the fact that people from all walks of life are here to show him their love and support, vice versa.
Yeah.
And when I did that, I think that really set the bar, because I didn't have to do that.
Right.
And so
And
I
I
think
ain't gonna
that
lie, I
really
feel like
did.
a lot of times people come around home expecting shit, they don't give him nothing. So the fact that you kind of like turn the table with give him something, he's like, "Whoa, I ain't see that coming." That kind of probably threw him off.
And that shit was not cheap, okay? I bought some dunks and a V-Lone shirt, and had a whole fucking bag of snacks for that man. Like, here, big bro. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we went in the house, and I went to the bathroom, and I heard singing, and I came out, and it's him just humming, and he has the voice of an angel. It's so beautiful. Even his hums could fill an empty room. It was just so amazing to just be in the ambiance of that. But yeah, Raw Wave is definitely on my 2025 feature list. That's the only person that I really
Not,
like
it's
would
gonna
kill
happen.
to have a feature for.
That's gonna happen. Power of the tongue. You speaking it into existence. No,
Yes, I will get a feature with Raw Wave. Yes, I
were
will.
you at the behind the scenes for Donda too? Because I see a picture with you and Kanye and Fivio, and they were kept saying that like behind. What were you doing behind Donda's too when the album's getting created? What was your role there?
I was out there networking, and I linked up with them because French Montana was there, and my bodyguard, was bodyguard in French. So I was already like with French, like riding in the Rolls Royce and shit,
Yeah,
in Calabasas, staring off into the city lights. Like, oh, I could get used to this. This is so beautiful.
yeah.
So beautiful. And then we ended up going to the Soho where they was at. And I just remember being on, I think it was like the third floor or something, and like everybody was like eating, and I was like, where's the food? And he was like, oh, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go get some food. And I remember like leaving out, and he was like, we're gonna go downstairs first though. And so we go downstairs, and Kanye is just like walking around the whole entire building. Like the way Soho is, it's like a hotel, and he
Mhm.
rented out the whole hotel. So he had different people working on each floor, his marketing, his fashion crew, the artists, production. It was amazing. And he was just walking around the floor. I think we were on like, I don't know, the second floor, but he was like walking around the floor, and like basically the way the hotel is, it's like a box. So imagine like walking in a square,
Mhm.
but on the outsides are like the hotel doors. You get what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then when you're walking, when you're like walking around, it's like walls and elevators. So
Right.
he was just just walking, just walking. And I had my purple hair in, and I remember walking up, because I was about to introduce myself, and he was just like, he stopped and saw me and was like, "Hi, I'm Kanye." And I was like, "I know who you are. You're a legend. You're a GOAT. You're an icon."
What?
And the smile on his face was just like, "Thank you." And I'm just like, "You are so welcome." Like, what? Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
literally
fire.
live for every single. I literally liked something on Twitter the other day, and it was like the evolution of Kanye West. And he's a Gemini. So I love Geminis. My mom is a Gemini, and my brother is a Gemini. So Kanye, for me, was just like an eye opener to literally beating the odds and having a voice for yourself and
Mhm.
not being afraid to use that voice and not giving a fuck what anybody thinks and what anybody says.
Right.
And for me to see him reach new levels and new heights that are just monumental and say things that nobody else will say, I was just like, yeah, he know what's going on. He's
Right.
he's spiritually awoken. Like he know what's going on.
Right.
And people think Kanye's crazy, but honestly, that man is very intelligent. He's very smart.
He just speaks his
Um, I
mind.
s- yeah, I spoke to him for a little bit, and then I had already chopped it up with Fivio. So when I saw Fivio again, it was just all good timing. I met Sheensea. Uh, I believe Don Tolliver was there
Mhm.
or Party Next Door. I can't remember, but just networking, and then I met Justin LeBoy. Now him, Justin LeBoy, he is a boss. He works very hard. He's made a lot of sacrifices to be successful. And that was something that he told me that also stuck with me. Like when you want to reach new levels and new heights, you got to get uncomfortable and you have to make sacrifices.
Right.
And I just met a lot of people that just poured into me, and it felt great. And Shinsia was a sweetheart. She's a doll. She's a beauty. And I took pictures with Kanye and Fabio and them. And after that, Kanye was literally like just delegating shit out as he should, as he's supposed to. But
Yeah.
he was just working. But yeah, when I met him, he introduced himself to me, and I thought it was the most like
Cool thing.
iconic,
Yeah.
funniest, bizarre, but like so just like humble. Oh my gosh, I was just like, did this man really just say, "Hi, I'm Kanye West"? Like, I know who the fuck you are.
Like we supposed to
Like,
be like that. Like we don't know who Kanye West is. Like our parents didn't.
yeah, like, but that's how humble he is, though.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave him his flowers right then and there. Like, I'm gonna speak life into you,
Right.
you know, because I admire you and I support you. So that's what I was doing there.
Not gonna lie, that's fire. I feel like today I learned a lot about you. We probably took a lot of your time. I really appreciate you for this interview, Sally. So it's like for real, for real.
I appreciate you
I
for
learned a lot.
interviewing
I learned
me.
a lot too. Like the positivity you speaking, everything is so dope. I don't think you even understand how dope of a person. I just found out you. I just found out you were even like with this interview. Like I knew it was dope, but like there's everything is spoken into power. I'm like, nah, this person is dope. Like for real, for like even like when you like the speaking of like how you think of God, like how you use God and everything like that. I love that because sometimes in the industry you hear about Illuminati and all this extra junk and people selling their souls, but you, I could tell they didn't get you. You feel me? You speak God name very highly.
Nah, they can't get me. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus.
I know that's right. Now, dang, I gotta ask this one question before we get out of here. I just seen 50 Cent recently say he's tired of females being overly sexually in a song and is damaging young girls. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that parents need to manage and filter out the music that their kids listen to because I have songs that aren't for kids. So I don't think that it's necessarily up to adults to stop adulting. It's up to adults to do better parenting. Because if I was to have a child, I'm going to filter out what my child sees, says, writes, does, And I don't think that, and there is some accountability that we do have to take as adults, as artists. Um, I just feel like, I feel like this. I feel like the world was already fucked up before we got here.
Right.
So, with that being said, you can either be a part of the change or a part of the problem. And with that being said, you can either filter it out for your family and for your child's safety, or they get exposed to it and they
Right.
learn things at a young age and they get curious. And that
It's all
goes all
back
the
to
way back
transparency.
into me saying transparency.
You're right. I agree. I agree.
So
Now, but I seen that this earlier today. He had spoke out about that. I didn't want to ask you about that, but
I fuck with 50 Cent. 50 Cent put me in a movie because I can act.
say that, say that. That would be fine. What role would you want?
I would want to be the boss
No, that's
that
right.
calls the shots and
No, that's
has all the money and all the power, and then it's a plot twist, and my life's been shaken upside down, and now I gotta fix it and make it right, and you know, do some
right.
legal or illegal things.
We need to get a vlog for you or something, like more vlogs and like showing your personal life and stuff like that. I feel like too, showing them like you got like, cause you cool as a bitch from what I just interviewed you. I feel like the people hear your music, they see your interviews, but we don't see you like you going. Like you know how you just said you was in sober with Kanye West. I feel like that's something that been cool to vlog. I don't know if that was allowed there or not, but that would have been cool to vlog. Backstage the right way. People want to see that
Pro-
process too.
Probably not. A lot of these things are like no
Cameras allowed.
video recording allowed. Yeah, pictures are allowed, but with permission.
Yeah. Okay.
But I
Yeah.
agree. I'm gonna start vlogging more.
Show them that. But again, I appreciate you for this interview. You can shout out Best Point of View TV one time.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sally Sosa, the Melodic Queen, and I'm checking in with Best Point of View TV. Absolutely loved it. Happy to be here. I have a new project coming out in January. It's called Part in My Light Year. So make sure y'all stay tuned and tap in because I have a lot of new music and new music videos on the way coming soon. New visuals. Y'all gonna absolutely love it. And I can't wait for y'all to continue to grow with me and enjoy this beautiful journey and this process of seeing Sally Sosa.
Y'all heard it here from the Melodic Queen. She stamped it herself. We ain't gonna believe it. We're gonna speak that power of the tongue. But I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
So,
I appreciate you.